Because Interact HRMS is an entirely web-based solution, everything runs through a browser only. If you want to give your employees the ability to clock in or clock out for a specific project or for their time in the office, you can have them do that online whenever they get to their desk. Or if they are out of the office, whenever you have access to a device with internet access. They can clock in for a project or an activity or a specific client, and this can all be done just by logging into the system and clicking on the software clock and then either clocking in or alternatively, if they are just about to leave the office, they can clock out. If they are going on a specific type of leave, then they can select that type of leave. In this case, I have one that's called emergency leave, or it can be the break that I am on if I am going for a lunch break or any other break or the project that I am going to be working on. All of it can be done online. In this case, I am going to clock out and the system will keep track of my time in and my time out. That way, it's going to go straight to my timesheets, depending on the access rights that I am given. I'll have the ability to verify the records that are going to go to payroll for me. Here's an example of the time that I've clocked in and clocked out in each case, and I can add my remarks if I forgot to do a specific transaction, or I can go and add a new transaction. The same applies to my supervisor. Here we are logged in as Barbara's boss, which is Patty. And Patty can go in and look at the timesheets and approve the in and out timesheets of her direct reports. Right now, I only have one direct report listed, and you'll notice that these transactions are color-coded. Why? Because the system is highlighting that there are some inconsistencies. In this case, I have a blue one, which means there is no clock-out transaction on that day, whereas the green highlighting means that there is a missing clock-in transaction on that day. And then the brown color shows me that there are unexpected absences because the employee is supposed to be working, but there were no clock-in or clock-out transactions recorded. In other words, there is no clock-in or clock-out for Barbara. So if I want to look at this particular record, it shows me that there is a clock in on this day, but the clock out is missing. Whereas in most other days, I do have specific clock in and clock out transactions. So as a supervisor, I can now go and make my corrections. I can change something or add another transaction to it or put in a remark why I think this is okay. I can go in here now and add another transaction to take care of the missing out transaction and put in a comment if I need to. That's the power of Interact and the integration that we offer between our timesheets and our self-service, and obviously, the timesheets are connected to the schedules of the employees, which is handled in our resource scheduling. All of this then connects to leave management and to the payroll, where the timesheets for those hourly employees will be used to calculate the regular payroll and their overtime pay and much more.